That's me and Jamie. We're just on the way up to Aberdeenshire after a restful night last night watching the game. Let's say Jamie never took a drink. Can you believe it? I know you it, no Jamie. I couldn't believe it. I walked into that pub. He was drinking water and I went, that's my night fucked. But I had a couple. But we were good boys last night. Very good. Very good. So, this is us just on our way. We were going to get the train, but me being a pensioner, well, not a pensioner yet, I get that bus card. So, that's us. We're on our way. And Big Brian, tried to phone you last night. Big Brian, you used to work with?
Brian?
Aye, we used to work with. Big Brian Downey.
Oh, aye.
How you doing, Brian?
How you doing, Brian?
Hope you're good, mate. Jamie, say hello there. So we'll catch up with you in a bit then. Right. So that's me and Jamie arrived in Aberdeen on the trip. Right. So Jamie boy. Right. That's us arrived. Jamie's having a fag. So that's us in the Granite City. So the next stage, the journey continues. What about? We're just going to go and get a wee burger then we'll be heading on the bus trip. Burger, we're going to Burger King. Let's get there. Yes. So we're on the water. Here we're going to be on the Coca-Cola. There we go. Actually just leaving the Burger King. While we were in there we had an emergency. Jamie was like, I've left my phone in the bus. And I went, oh for Christ's sake. So he ran away round. He says the guy's away, he'll not be back for an hour. He just ran back round there, the guy put it in the office. So bus driver, that was nice of you, mate, thank you. Because when I was on holiday a few months ago, I had the unfortunate leaving my phone in a taxi in Morocco, and there was no chance of getting it back. You know, you get radios in the taxi there, and so you lose your phone, it's murder. So there's Jamie boy there, isn't it? Ran. Lucky you got it back, isn't it? So just says thanks for the taxi. The bus driver. I've seen all those mines in holiday, it's murder, you know what I mean? But aye, so I got the phone back. Yeah. So I'm on the water. And do you know what? I was actually sitting there when he's running around like a blue arse fly trying to get the phone. I was actually saying, because he says the guy's away for an hour. I was like, right, we can go to the pub. So that's me. Bugger forgot the pub now, because we're going to just jump another bus. That's us. We're on the bus and we're nearly at Banff. Beautiful spots. The coastline there. Lovely there, no?
Spotty Bank, shall mention that.
Spotty Bank.
Oh right, Spotty Bank.
Is that name it? Aye. So we're just coming in. No long. Who's there behind Jagger?
Spotty Bank, you're getting Spotty Bank, ain't you?
What Spotty Bank, is it? Let's get that.
300 grand a week that makes.
Spotty Bank.
300 lads a week.
Aye.
Aye.
What kind of shop's that?
Look, it's still different. Different size
Bank.
Famous.
Welcome to Spotty Bank. That's first time I've done a video on a bus. Well, no. I actually spoke to somebody on a bus getting into the place. There we go. So that's me and Jamie boy. The tour's nearly done. One train, 2 buses later. We're here. Been on the road for a bit.
Right? Aye.
7 this morning then. I've just been jumping on buses and all over the place.
Big fella, thank you.
Right, driver. Thank you, mate.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you, cheers. That's us. It's heading along.
2 seconds, Mick Jagger.
We're in for a Mick Jagger. We can hear all the seagulls.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Fucking Barbados here.
So we're just going to head into this place along here. Mick Jaggered up.
Castle Banff.
The voice still with his glasses on.
The Rangers tipped champion there.
So this is me and Jamie. Just coming along the main street in Banff, innit?
Castle Banff, don't see Billy Anderson.
Right. Let's see the trips in here. The Castle Bar.
Welcome to the Castle Banff.
Sales tenants. Thank God.
Rangers bar.
This is us. The Castle Bar. There you go there. Right in. Busy doors. There's Jamie boy. Getting the laggers up. How you doing, alright? How you doing, mate? Alright? That's alright. We have 2 tenants, please. 2 tenants, yeah. So that's us come into the pub. We get 2 tenants. Well deserved. 2 tenants.
Cheers, brother.
One there.
Man, I mean, look about it.
Somebody completed. Cheers.
A couple of days, Black Friday. Can I flash? Man, bombs, man.
Right, Jamie boy, shows what you're made of. Right, Jamie boy. Come on, Jamie boy, make yourself a hero. Okay, now. 2 shots, is it, Jamie? Nancy, pay a big deal over there. Neil Finneran, good guy. Right, Neil. There, young Brian, and there's Sitter there, the DJ. Oh, dirty bastard. Boo. Dirty bee. Brian, that's terrible, you know what I mean? Oh my God! Shocking. There's a Jamester going to turn up here. Oh, Jamie, that's shocking. Dancing Queen. Wow. Hey! Hey, Jamie, boy, come on. What are you going to say about that, Jamie? Jamie, what are you going to say about that?
It's not finished yet. It's
Not
not,
finished.
it's not over till it's over.
It's not over till it's over, that's it. It's not over till it's over. Yes. Oh. Go on, Brian, boy. Young Brian for Banff here. Go on, Brian. Right, Jamie boy, let's see what you're made of. Oh, brilliant, Jamie boy, brilliant. Get the angle here, get the angle. Get the angle in, Brian. Oh, whoa. Jamie boy. Finish it, yeah. Whoa! What have you got to say about that, Jamie boy?
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Well done, Jamie boy. Well done.
Alright.
Jamie Hanks.
Ian, set the boys up, come on.
Jamie Hanks is good at this pool, you know what I mean?
I've won the last 23 games in a row.
Right.
The last 23 games in a row, come on.
No, Jamie, I'm the real champ. Anybody can beat Ronnie O'Sullivan, I can beat you. But I've got to add senior.
Ian, look at the top, look at the top, I've got that.
Brilliant.
No, 72, look at that right there. Yeah.
It's all about the pool, Jamie. It's all about the pool.
Hey, Ian, think about government. Think about government here.
It's all about the pool.
Okay. Yes.
Ready, boy? Jamie's got off here.
Oh yes. Come on, Mr. McDonald. Wait up. Go on. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Ho! Oh.
Jesus. Right, let him go.
Whoa. I've seen boys miss shots like this though. I've seen boys miss shots like this.
Let him go.
Waits away all day long.
Oh, let me finish it.
Come on, finish it. I'm still, man. Relax.
Jamie, your reign was over.
Oh my God!
How the fuck did I miss that?
You fucking tell me you're fucking saying.
You touched the line. Wow! You know.
Go ahead. Sure.
Banjo.
To hear you. Nice and easy. My love. So we're currently at the Castle Bar in Banff with Ian Blink McDonald doing an interview about his life after prison.
So what do you do when you're in Banff? You get one of the locals and you've got Suter, the DJ that plays in the Castle Bar. He's going to give me a couple of questions. Me and Jamie just arrived up here not that long ago, and we're in this fantastic beer garden having a swally as you do it.
Cheers.
There's the other boys there if you want to swing round there.
So what was your experience after finding out you were getting released from prison?
For the big sentence?
From your sentence, yes.
Well, that's a good question, because I'd been dying to get out for years, and when it finally came round, I was actually a bit apprehensive, because I went, for fuck's sake, I've got to get out here. I've not got any life skills, whatever, and the big thing is I never get any rehabilitation in England or shots, because when I came up to the 9-year stage in England, I'd been took off the Cat A and I'd been knocked back for my first parole. And I went into the office in HMP Long Lartin, and I says to the screws or the prison officers, are you going to send me a C-cat and blah blah blah. They went, you're no rehabilitation material. So I went, send me back to Scotland. So to cut it short, I went to Scotland and I went to HMP Shots, the top security nick up there, and I says to them, after a couple of weeks, I'm going to go to The seagulls want to answer for me. I says, am I going to go to thing with an open prison or whatever? I says, because I've been in here over 9 years. They went, nah. So they wouldn't send me. So I got out, and before I got out, because that was the question, I was apprehensive, going, fuck, what am I going to do when I get out? Because I still wanted to have all these luxuries that the failed bank robbery never done.
Yep.
And but this is me, no bragging, and I would say to the young ones, look, you're doing this, pap. But that was the way it was then.
So, me as an interviewer here now, right, I've been in your scenario as well. I've been through what you did,
Right.
and through the jail systems, and there's no rehabilitation. There's no help.
I don't think there's any. See the jails, they're overcrowded and all the rest of it, and there's no rehabilitation. Because saying that as well, and to be fair, a lot of the prison staff were under pressure as well. And I know a lot of people probably say to me, it's funny you're saying that because I've had a lot of trouble with prison staff, but they were, places were just overcrowded and they were just trying to do a job, and there was no space for rehabilitation. But hopefully when that cesspit of a jail Berlin finally shuts, the HMP Glasgow finally opens, they're saying it's going to be about rehabilitation, because that's what it's all about, you know what I mean?
But the government's got the money to rehabilitate MD.
Well, that's a good point, because HMP Glasgow went for 100 million, then 400 million, then the latest statistic is it's going to be a billion to open this prison. So, but they've not even started it yet.
So how have you coped with life after coming out of prison?
Well, to tell you the truth, so I never had any life skills or whatever, and I just partied for a year.
Yeah.
I went to the dancing and all that in Glasgow and all that, and after a year I get recalled to prison.
Yeah.
It was Strathclyde Police Centre, and they made an intelligence report with 6 allegations.
Scottish Mafia.
Aye, and I ended up getting up to shots, and chap to door and says, can you let me in? And Audrey Park, the governor, says, this is not a bed and breakfast, know what I mean? And she let me in, and I was in for 14 months, and then I get back out. You know what I mean? That was the way back.
And still no rehabilitation.
Still none, because I get back out and I get back into crime. Know what I mean?
So you go back into the same
that
scenario.
That was 2004, I get back into crime then.
Yeah.
So I did, know what I mean?
And how are you getting on now?
I just live a simple life now, know what I mean?
Yeah.
I used to be very materialistic and all that years ago and all that, and I used to show off, and because of my nickname Blink and all that, I had a car and actually had a registration on it, Blink and that, and at the time I was 47 and I was staying in the West End of Glasgow, and I had more money and sense, but I'll admit it, I developed a serious cocaine habit.
I've got no sense or money either, like,
but just now I just live a simple life, and I didn't think I'd see the age of my life.
Have you got any advice for anyone? For your experience?
I have, because I've been in improved schools, Borstal and everything else, and what I can say to the youngsters is that I know it's glamorous and all that, and it's your wee pals, wee guys at 18 and 19 and now, they see their pals with the best of tracksuits and training shoes and earning loads of money. But my advice to be to the young team is get yourself a job, an apprenticeship. By the time you're 30, you maybe have a boat house and maybe a wee flat in Spain, and your pals are the ones with the fancy tracksuits and training shoes and that. They'll either be in prison or they'll be in the grave. You know what I mean? Because it does come back to biting the arse, that kind of a life.
Yeah, you're quite correct.
You've got to go through that journey to realise that, and just that's it. That's my advice.
You've also got the stigma attached to you now as well.
I've still got the stigma.
You've got
people still think I'm in crime.
TVs, whatever.
You touched a bit in Berlin there for a second. How do you feel you came across in that Berlin programme? Do you feel like the questions you were asked and the clips that were shown, do you feel like you were exposed? Did you feel you got your point across on that TV documentary?
Well, that's also another good point. And just to introduce, that's Brian, who I've met a couple of times up in Banff with Jamie, that good guy. And aye, Brian, I went to do that interview about Berlin. It was a 3-part series because they were doing a history of Berlin because it's supposed to be shutting down and that.
Yeah.
And I went to the interview and I spoke about the brutality and everything else. But the BBC, they cut all that out, so they did, Brian. And they just put all the good bits. And I had a phone call from one of the producers. They went, thanks for the interview. I said, well, you know, they went, oh no, that wasn't down to us. And so I tried
to. I've got for you, this may sound a bit stupid. What would you see, like, what would be your best and worst time points in the jail? Out of any of your sentences you've had over the years?
The best and worst times?
What would be your best and worst points? Because there might be some good points in the jail.
There was a lot of good points. See the 9 years I was in England?
Yeah.
My mother, after I'd been in about 5 years, she was going into shops in Trovan Mill where I came from. And a lot of people were saying to her, how's Ian doing and all that? No, I mean, a wee kind of a concern. My mum went, don't worry about him. He's an alcoholic in there. They went, what? It's supposed to be a top security night. That's some of the best parties just to make the hooch and all that.
Hooch was good.
Hooch was very good. And
your book, it's also mentioned that
sat
as
in
well.
good company and all that.
Yeah, it's mentioned in your book.
And I used to get semen, and I used to smoke hash and all that as well. And the worst thing the prison's done was bring the drug test thing in. They brought that in 94, 95. And Michael Howard, he swept to power with the Tories and he's saying, yeah, I'm going to make it up. But they brought this drug test in, the MDT, mandatory drug test, and even the prison officers I was in Full Sutton at the time in England, they were even saying it was a bad thing because a lot of people smoked the hash, and if you get one of these drug tests, the hash would come up after 28 days, it'd still be in your system.
And then that was
But if people took heroin, it'd only be in your system 3 days. So it was right unfortunate to see a lot of guys in the system that were onto heroin.
And what was the punishment for that? For failing a drug test
You
back
get
then?
7 days or 14 days remission.
Yeah.
So a lot of people didn't want to lose time, and but it was quite bad because a lot of people then be phoning their families and saying, can you send me £100, £200, simply a fountain, and you're going, where's all this money going to? But they've been in there and they've come out an addict.
Yeah.
And it was the worst thing they done, I think, was bringing this drug test in.
Yeah.
Because when everybody smoked the hash, I think Scooter agreed.
It went on
agreed
to
that
heroin.
everybody was all calm.
Then it went on to spice.
It went to everything,
And
but I
then,
missed all that. No, I mean,
Prisons all got out of control.
No, it
They
was,
couldn't handle the prisons.
no, it was shocking. And the people would come in and they'd go a heroin addict, and it was sad to
Yeah.
see
Can
that.
I just
I mean,
jump in with a question?
Yes.
and you got me.
My pal down home, Gary Crooks, has a very similar.
Excuse me, what's your name again?
Neil.
Neil.
He
It is
runs a
Neil
project.
for fucking Newcastle,
Neil
man.
from Newcastle.
Is that when you come to Newcastle?
I'm
You can stay up in
I'm from
Banff?
County Durham, but I lived
County
a lot in
Durham.
Newcastle.
I've been in Durham a few times.
Durham,
yeah.
Like prison.
I've been there, yes, the prison,
You've been Durham
yeah.
prison as
I've
well.
actually visited Durham on my release as well.
It's a bonny place.
It's a cracking place. I like Durham.
My friend runs a project,
Except the prison.
and he's had a similar life to you, and he's going into speaking to ex-offenders and
Right.
talking about what you've just been saying there. Is there anything like that in Scotland? And
Yeah,
would
yeah.
that help change young minds?
To be
you
fair,
know?
there is a lot of people that get into prison and all that, but people have asked me why Vano done it, and I've just not done it because I felt as if I'm a hypocrite. But a lot of people are saying that.
You've got a lot of power, I think. And
People.
No, but that's what I was going to explain. A lot of people have actually said to me, well, you have been through approved school, Borstal, young offenders, been
Yeah.
to the Old Bailey, got 16 years, and
Yeah.
life of crime I've had a bomb under my car and tried to be shot and slashed, and so people say I'd be the perfect person, but I've never done it. But
And me as an interviewer here, I'm similar to that. I get asked to go and speak to people. Or
it's like
speak.
somebody being a
it's
drug addict. They make the best counsellors.
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
mean, to
It's-
counsel.
and
Yeah, that was a good
I used to
question.
be a drug addict, and I do a lot of drugs counselling back in the
Right.
day, you know.
No, that was a great question. And
When you're in the jail, they send you these counsellors that have done your university courses. They've had no experience of drugs
I think somebody
whatsoever.
that's went through the life of being a drug addict.
They
or
try
being
their best to help you.
They're the best people to kind of educate the young team, know what I mean?
They try their
'Cause
best
you've
to
been
help
through
you.
it all.
But
But I would, if anybody asked me, I'd be up for kind of
Me-
doing that, you know what I mean?
me as a recovering addict, which I still class myself as, I'm 15 years clean, but my auntie was a counsellor, social worker, went to university,
Oh, great.
never took a drug in her life,
Right.
and tried to tell me it doesn't work like that.
No, you've got to go through that journey and that kind of a life to be the best person.
You'll not have the
If you're
rapport
going to
with
speak to
people,
the young
yeah.
ones,
Yeah.
you're going to be in the best position.
I
know
don't
what I
think
mean?
it's necessarily drugs that motivated your crime, so Ian, was it?
No, it wasn't drugs.
It was,
no.
it was
just
more
greed.
money and greed.
Greed. That was a good question, right? Because see, when I was in Long Lartin and I had my first parole interview after 8 years, this woman came in and I was a bit nervous. And she introduced herself, and I get even more nervous. She says, "My name's Erica Norton." She says, "I used to be, I think it was South Yorkshire Police Chief Constable." I mean, for fuck's
That's a
sake.
question I'm going to put towards you.
Did you meet her on Tinder?
Eh?
Did you meet her on Tinder?
She wasn't that nice, no.
That's a pretty good question. Actually. What would you say, or what would you say that one of your most nervous moments been in your life, considering maybe the things that you've done to other people and what can happen in your life? What would you say is the most nervous point for you, your experiences?
Well, I'm not going to lie. Back in 2009, up in Glasgow, in that period of 4 days, I was people attempted to murder me twice in 4 days. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was quite quite bad.
How did they try to attempt to murder you? Was it guns or knives? Or
I was walking the dog and a couple of guys jumped out of a car and
Previous
picked up my throat and
history.
gave me that scar.
Previous history.
And
So that was one of your
car,
most nervous
so-
times.
Yeah,
Right.
but if you live that life,
Yes,
you've
that's
got to do
part
it.
and
But
parcel.
see, for a way back, I've always kind of had people try to shoot me and different things and all that. I mean,
Right, so that's Ian Blink McDonald for the Castle Bar in Banff, Scotland.
Billy Anderson.
This is owner of the Castle Bar in Banff, currently interviewing with Ian Blink McDonald.
Interviewing.
just ask a question.
Rangers.
I'm a good Ranger supporter. My dad took me Ibrox when I was 5, Billy.
Good.
And mostly all my family are all Celtic and all my friends. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles.
friend, of course.
But
And
now,
that's Jamie there as well.
now he's up in the Castle Bar in Banff in
I've been in a
Scotland.
couple of times. I met Billy before and that.
The
And
best
then-
bar in Aberdeenshire.
And he's been,
Shooter, if you swing a camera, but Billy, did you have your son that played football?
Yes.
Nathan,
Billy,
Who
tell
was
me
he
about your
played
story.
Rangers. Scott played for Rangers. Well, he was signed by Rangers.
Signed for
He
what
only-
age
he
was
came-
he then?
He signed at 16.
16.
Stuart signed for Southampton at 16.
Right.
So the best signed
No,
professional
Jamie
footballer.
would
So I must be a
tell
good
me
coach.
his-
Billy was a good
And I won the
coach.
Highland
With
League.
his money.
Devonville.
Aye,
Billy,
bargain.
One of
Jamie
Devonville.
brought up a lot of 40s for your pub as well, wasn't he? And then we
Yes,
Alec
right.
McDonald and that got them. No, I've been in a few times and met Billy and that.
And this is an interview by an Aberdeen fan.
Right, let's get
I'm
you
a
in
sheep
there.
shagger.
Show you, man. No, keep on.
How do you spin it back?
So there's the man there that was interviewing me, Mr. Suter, the DJ Suter. You know what I mean? So thank you all for that, lads. Thank you all for that. Brilliant. Hey! Brilliant, lads. No, I've just come outside with Neil and when we were in the beer garden earlier, it struck a chord, something close to my heart, rehabilitation that. And Neil, he spoke for a minute or two when we were talking in the back in the beer garden, and he says one of his friends is heavily involved in rehabilitation, he'd been through the system and all the shenanigans himself. So I'm just going to give his finger a wee plug, Neil.
Oh, you're very
The
kind
guy,
to do that.
He says he's got a charity or something.
It's Mr. Gary Crooks. He runs a charity called Positive Directions Northeast, and he goes into prisons talking all over the north of England. And he's had a similar life to Ian, hopefully not too dramatic like that. But he's going into prisons speaking to offenders and people in prisons of other directions that you can go in, rather than going down the criminal route. And he's changing lives. He's changing lives. Same as this man with his podcast. He's
And
doing
the same
exactly
as
the
him,
same.
they just say even if you can change one person's life,
Hey,
it's worth it.
you
And
hit
Gary
one person-
seems like a good guy. He's been through all the.
Mr. Gary Crooks, he's the top
carry on.
fucking man. He's the
Yeah.
top fucking man.
And who's that again, Neil? Sorry, just for the channel.
Mr. Gary Crooks.
For Durham, is it Durham?
He's from Durham, Ushamuwa in Durham, and he's trying to change the world. You know,
Oh,
like
brilliant.
he's hitting people.
Top
and
respect to Gary.
Speaking
Yeah,
to
I mean-
Franklin, Durham, and places you
Yeah,
know
no, I've been
very well,
in Franklin and Durham a few
And-
times.
trying to change lives. And as
Yeah.
you say, if you hit that one man
Yeah.
that changes that guy's life, that's what matters.
And when Neil spoke earlier, I admired what he was saying. I says, let's get him with you, my wee plan, if it helps. You know what I mean, Neil?
Good
Well,
man.
very,
All the best,
Thank
boys.
you, Brian.
All the best.
That's me and Jamie back to where we started, the Blues Brothers. Good wee trip, eh?
Great trip, Pete.
Hey, do Mary these road trips.
100%. 100%.
Cracking trip.